Hi everyone, my name is Gigi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how embracing your femininity might actually be the key to achieving your goals, and how you don't have to detach from that to get to where you want to be in life. I think from the moment that we are taught that we need to make a decision for the rest of our lives, what paths we want to go down, what career we want to have, how much money we want to have, how we want to live, we must have this certain energy to get there. That energy of pressure and force. The idea that burnout is normal, stress is normal. But what if that actually isn't the reality? What if you can achieve your goals without those things? The way that people view achieving your goals always has something in common. Sacrifice. Sacrifice of money, sacrifice of time. But I believe there is something we should not be sacrificing, and that is our peace. Achieving your goals can happen even in a peaceful state, but a lot of the time, that is discouraged. For women, especially very feminine women, this can be incredibly difficult. The way society has built success almost goes directly against what being more feminine is. Force, driven energy, pressure, constantly chasing something bigger and bigger and bigger goes directly against what being more feminine is. When you have more feminine energy, you want to attract rather than chase. You want to flow rather than force. So for a lot of women, it's very difficult to imagine yourself achieving your goals in this society, because it seems as though the idea of achieving your goals and being successful was built for men, for people with highly masculine energies. But what if I told you you don't have to lose your identity? You don't have to become suddenly very masculine to achieve your goals, and that you can achieve exactly what you want in life and become successful within that by channeling your feminine energy. For so long, I was taught that I had to work and work and work until I physically could not anymore. This societal pressure of the only way you can achieve your goals is to push yourself until you can't anymore, to burn yourself out, to emotionally drain yourself, like your whole life depended on it. Like if you didn't complete one task, everything was ruined and it was all because of you. It ruined the idea of my goals to me, to be in that mindset all the time, pushing myself beyond what I could do, forcing myself to fit into this category. I no longer wanted to achieve my goals. I didn't relate to my goals anymore. They didn't seem possible to me. But when I stepped back and realized that I was chasing these goals out of fear, fear of not being good enough, fear of not achieving them. I was scared of falling behind everyone else, scared of being different, scared of not doing it enough, scared of not being successful by a certain age, scared that even if I rested for one day, I would lose everything. But that is not being a feminine woman. That is not resting within my feminine energy. That is not alignment with who I'm meant to be. That is simply survival mode. That is bringing myself into an energy I do not fit within. And I want to stress that this video is not some sort of you must be in your feminine energy if you're a woman. Because I believe if you're a woman and you have more masculine energy and that is causing you to succeed, then that is the energy you are meant to have. But I know for a lot of women out there, they're stuck in this masculine energy and it doesn't work for them. It isn't the energy they're meant to have, it's the energy they've been forced into. So that is why it's so important for a lot of women to reconnect with their more feminine energy, to understand how to do life without being forced into an identity they don't fit in with. It is so important to understand and identify what energy best works with your lifestyle and within yourself. Because I can tell you from first-hand experience, if you are sitting within an energy, if you are more feminine, but you're forced into being more masculine, it is like walking against the flow of a river. You are being pushed against and forced back constantly because you're not flowing within the correct energy. Have you ever tried to walk upstream before? It is incredibly difficult, and that is how life will feel if you are not within the right energy. If you are a masculine person that is stuck within a more feminine environment, you're going to feel like you're walking upstream. If you are a more feminine person, but you're being forced to be more masculine because of your environment, it's going to feel like walking upstream. Society as we know it is built on a men's perspective. The idea of success is built on a men's perspective. Success is built for men. And a lot of the time, women believe that you have to be more masculine. You have to form yourself into a man to achieve success. As much as we try to remove ourselves from the traditional lifestyle, there will always be the tradition of a man is made to work and a woman is made to nurture. So when you're a woman who is more career focused and wants to have these incredibly big dreams, it is incredibly difficult to do that while remaining more feminine because that world was not built for us. So if you're struggling, if you're finding it difficult, you need to reframe how you look at success and detach yourself from those society standards because it will work. It has been proven again and again. These incredibly highly feminine women becoming successful and achieving their dreams. And it is done completely different to the way men do it. By channeling your more feminine energy, it can actually propel you into success. So by reframing how you view your dreams, you view success, and you understand how to channel that energy rather than change it, you will achieve your goals. So rather than forcing yourself, trying to fit into a mold you do not fit into, think of it as flowing. You are not forcing anything. You are allowing yourself to flow into the exact places you need to be in to achieve your goals. Rather than feeling like you're constantly chasing that next step, constantly rushing through everything you do, I must achieve this, I have to achieve this by this time. Sit back and truly focus on what you need to do, not how quickly you can do it. Being more feminine works best when you are flowing with life, rather than rushing through it and forcing your next steps. You do what you need to do and allow those things to come to you. Do not mistake this with sitting and doing nothing because you will not achieve your dreams if you do nothing. What I mean by this is that by flowing with your environment, by understanding yourself and making the moves that you need to do without rushing to them, without forcing them, they will come easily to you. And the most powerful thing you can have is your peace. As soon as your peace is disrupted, that is when you start to panic. You apply the pressure on yourself. You lose sight of what you're doing this for. So allowing yourself to keep that peace, to set those boundaries to keep that peace, and allow nothing to touch it, you will start to succeed because the most powerful thing a feminine woman can have is her peace. Is knowing that she has that peace and no matter what, nothing will touch it. No matter what happens, no matter what situation she is in, she is confident and she has this peacefulness within her. A peaceful woman will not stress. She will not panic because she knows whatever is happening is meant to happen and it is part of the journey. We're not stressing, we're not forcing, we're not chasing. We are peacefully flowing with what the universe's plan is. All of the actions you are taking is not from desperation, it's not from necessity, but it is because you are so in tune with your energy that you know what's next. The answer is clear. As soon as you're forcing yourself into an energy that does not align with you, everything will feel wrong and it will feel as though you're forcing yourself to do every single step. You'll only do things because you feel like you have to, because it's necessary. You will make the wrong choices, you will stress, you will overthink, you might even hold yourself back to the point you're stuck. You can't make decisions, you can't do anything. Being in a more feminine energy does not mean you are abandoning every masculine trait. In fact, having more masculine traits can actually help you within this process. I've made a video on this before, how important it is to have a certain balance between masculine and feminine energy, not only within relationships, but within yourself. To be more feminine does not mean you remove every single masculine energy trait you have. It is more about finding a balance between what best suits you in your life and how you want to function and achieve in your life. In different areas of life, you need more structure, you need more drive, and that is when having those more masculine traits come in handy. But that does not mean abandoning your feminine side. For example, I can achieve goals for myself, want to meet those goals, and be very structured on what I do to meet them. But that doesn't mean I have to pressurize myself constantly, stress about the next steps to achieve my goals, force myself into a mindset that does not work for me. I'm acting when it feels right to do so. I'm doing things that best fit and flow with what I want to achieve, rather than feeling like I'm making decisions just because of what other people think or what I've seen other people do. Feminine energy is this softness and peace that lies within. It's not about proving yourself to anyone, showing yourself off, trying to prove something that you can achieve. It's moving with intention, flowing with the energy around you, and creating what you believe in. There is no pressure, there is no stress, there is no force. The more you rush it, the more you try and prove yourself, you will actually hold yourself back. The more you try and force yourself into this very driven, harsh, high speed, chasing, forcing, pressurizing yourself, the less and less aligned you will feel. And how do you expect to achieve your goals when you have lost sight of your identity? That is not creating something you're proud of. That is simply surviving and doing the things that you feel is necessary out of desperation. We are not struggling. We are not forcing. We are not rushing through life. We are flowing, we are creating, and we are protecting our peace. And when you put that all together, peace and confidence within yourself, flowing and adapting to everything in your environment, and using that to push you further, not forcing the next steps, but understanding why you need to take the steps and what the best steps are, creating an environment that best suits what you want, and not forcing yourself into an environment that doesn't work for you, not forcing yourself until burnout, not creating this strict regimen like you're in the army, and allowing yourself to rest and feel, not removing yourself from emotions and actually using your emotions and your kindness and your care, that very feminine energy, to propel you forward without it feeling forced. You're using the act of creativity, of a clear mindset, of peace, of flowing around your environment, of making intentional moves because they align with you, of creating your environment, and of flowing with every single step. That is the true power of feminine energy when it comes to success. Because when you put all these things together, you will create the perfect environment for you to work within. When you allow yourself to align with who you're meant to be and how you're meant to function, you will find success. Being true to yourself, understanding yourself, and being confident within your own self is how you become a better version of yourself and then achieve. Rather than trying to fit into what society wants you to be, wants you to say and do, you can build that for yourself based off of what you believe in and what you want to do, and then you will succeed. That is all from me today. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to comment down below and I'll try and get back to every single comment. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Bye!